The man that we once all thought was untouchable actually had a meltdown yesterday. Paul O'Sullivan is the man I'm talking about. He was shaking when the MPs were talking to him yesterday. The least I can say about this whole entire experience is the chaos, the disrespect, and the swivel chair that actually stole the show, my people. Yesterday, South African Parliament unfortunately turned into a circus during the ad hoc committee, okay? Hearing was out about the SAPS corruption, as we all know, and the man at the center, usual. It's an anti-corruption giant who is called Paul O'Sullivan. But instead of answers, we got a absolute masterclass actually in deflection. He deflected every chance he got. But today, we know for sure that part is not going to cut it because the MPs have seen his tactics and are ready for him. Okay, we are counting down to top 10 most outrageous moments, according to me, from the hearing that has everyone on the channel together with social media talking about this whole entire kangaroo court in inverted commas. So let's dive in. We will start with number 10 as the Great Wall of 1990. Yep, you heard me right. So Paul O'Sullivan actually pulled a disappearing act on his own history. I know. He flat out refused to answer anything that was regarding his life, anything that has to do with his life before 1990. Obviously, someone is going to say, definitely there's a problem here because why specifically 1990? What were you doing before 1990? What do you want us to not touch about your life and your family? Or maybe you lied and forgot the lies and therefore you will be a lot of work to go back to remembering what happened after 1990, or well, before 1990, apologies. So now, apparently, he doesn't want to talk about his family before 1990. He doesn't want to talk about his businesses before 1990. Nothing. And you know what the reason was? He gave the reason to say that personal security is my problem because I have apparently been threatened more than 10 times. Yeah, that's what he said. More than 10 times. His life has been recorded to be at risk more than 10 times. He is a 70-year-old man who probably had his life at risk, obviously. Maybe, okay, can't be once every decade, but probably maybe twice for the past 4 decades, twice. That's not that deep. Let's be honest. In 10 years, having 2 people threaten you, if you are embezzling yourself in people's businesses, that is exactly what you get. It's not right. I'm not saying it's correct, but I'm saying, obviously, if your nose is not in your face and it's in other people's business, you're definitely going to be threatened. Like I said, it's not right. But anyway, my people, the MPs were not buying it. They were not buying this whole personal reasons, they called it blatant attempts to actually get him to do this whole stonewalling thing. You do not ask me about certain questions, and if you don't, I will answer all the other questions clearly. It was a condition, and according to the chairperson, he said it so clearly and said, you are saying on condition that you don't ask me this, I will answer you everything. That's a threat on paper in your affidavit, and if we accept it, we will be doing injustice to the country. That, my people, was something I really liked. Number 9, going down, we are talking about the Kangaroo Court particulars phrase that he actually said. I know you want to understand why everyone is talking about the Kangaroo Court, and therefore, in a move that actually nearly shut the session down, my people, Paul O'Sullivan actually turned the tables. He was accusing the MPs, yes, in the commission, he was accusing the MPs, yeah, in the ad hoc committee, of being a kangaroo court. He did not just threaten them or tell them they were a kangaroo court. No, he also threatened to walk away. He threatened to walk out of parliament. Yes. And according to me, that is very bold, and it is a very bold strategy. Clearly, you want them to fear you so much. But the problem is you told them your business, and you told them in actual fact, you're not that smart because you're just good with maneuvering in certain cases. But you didn't think you saying that would make them know your pain, pressure, and your weaknesses. And today, unfortunately, you might realize that you did wrong by actually going to the ad hoc committee. I know everyone would probably say, yeah, he did not do wrong. He was going to be arrested, whatever the case may be. But for his modus operandi, according to me, he probably did wrong. But let's see if it pays off. Number 8, let's talk about the Constable Ramaphosa claim. Yesterday, he actually spoke a lot about Ramaphosa until the chair actually even said, you know what, sir, Mr. Paul O'Sullivan, you can realize I'm calling you Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. If possible, can you kindly remember to add the Mr. on Ramaphosa? He may be your friend, but he's actually very important in our party. Yeah, he is our leader and he is the leader of the country, and therefore grant him some respect. That's actually what happened. And he received it well, in actual fact. But number 8 is not about that. It is about how he kept on talking about Ramaphosa. And this one, my people, actually sounded like fiction. It really did, because I'm like, are we in a movie or is this real life? It was real life, according to Paul O'Sullivan. So O'Sullivan actually claimed that back in 1997, he trained 1,500 students. This was in Paarl. He trained them in Paarl. And one of them was none other than the most famous cupcake president, Ramaphosa. Yeah, Ramaphosa was his student. I know. According to Paul, the president actually holds a certificate that is making him a police constable. Weird. I know. It's big if it's true, because there are allegations of the fact that Ramaphosa may potentially have been a spy during those days, and in actual fact may continue to be a spy, especially when he is serving white supremacy. So this is an interesting one. Let's get it down, my people, to number 7, the Rhodesia riddle. Okay, have heard Paul O'Sullivan talking about this Rhodesia situation that actually became a very weird and cringe moment. There are receipts that came out earlier. And earlier there were accounts that suggest the fact that O'Sullivan was actually not just in Rhodesia at the time to be like a traveler or so, but he may have been on a secret mission. And this is what was actually insinuated also by the evidence leader, by the evidence leader. So now we have heard that he may have been in a secret mission in Rhodesia. This is in 1978. Now you understand why he doesn't want you to ask him anything before 1990. Yesterday, what happened is he apparently claimed the fact that he was just there in Rhodesia, Zimbabwe, currently on holiday, my people. He was not there for a secret mission, no. The committee, however, actually smelled a lie under oath. Yeah, well, the problem is because this man has taken oath to say, I am going to be of assistance to the committee. I'll tell you everything I know. I will answer your questions satisfactorily. But now he apparently may have been seen to be lying about certain instances. I don't know where this is going to end, because what? Yeah, may have been lying under oath. Which one is it, Paul? Is it the fact that you were actually a secret agent, or is it the fact that you actually were a tourist on holiday? Go down to number 6. Apparently, we have had evidence surface, okay? The 1982 work permit scandal. There are a lot of issues that he actually tried to clear out, but in actual fact, according to me, he just literally dug his hole deeper. We are going to talk about number 6. Evidence has surfaced, my people, of a 1982 letter, an entire letter. Yep.